I still can't believe that you managed to take Leo's crystal ball while we were fighting the Beastmaster. None of us even saw you do it. Aye, while all of you were fighting the Beastmaster and his spiders and his wolves and all those other creatures, I took my chance. I managed to find where Leo keeps the crystal orb, or whatever it's called, and I managed to take it. And now here it is.
I'm just glad that you were all able to save me from Leo. I feared that if he had possessed me for much longer, I would have been lost to him forever.
We would never abandon you, Gwen. You're our friend. I'm just glad that the orb has finally been returned home. Wait, you're telling me that crystal ball used to be here? Before Malak stole it. And now, if you don't mind, I'd like to return it to its proper place in the Mage's Tower. Ah! Oh, what the?
Citadel City.
Why aren't they moving? It's like time just stopped. Oh no. But one minute they were all facing the other way. Ah! You could have saved us. Ah! Huh? Impressive. Most people go mad when they first look into the crystal ball, without proper training, of course. What was that? I shouldn't have looked in it. I shouldn't have even touched it. What did you see? I don't know. I saw a battlefield. The Lion Knights were dead, their weapons everywhere. Citadel City, here, was burning. I could hear the screaming in the distance. Then I turned around to see Leo's army, frozen in place. I walked through it, and then I saw all of his commanders, his leadership, and I saw him. He reached out to grab me, but in a moment, it's like he hissed, and his face went demonic, and it is possible that you were seeing Leo as he has now become. What do you mean? Leo has drowned himself in dark magic. No one can take on that much dark energy and perceive the world as we do. Leo has become something not quite human, and there's no going back. How did Leo get the crystal ball? That is one of many stories I will tell you now. Malak stole it, brought it to Leo, and then Leo got the crystal ball for himself. And over the years, Malak taught Leo, Leo taught Malak, until Malak is finally the dark man he is today. As for the Beastmaster, Leo paid him off with a mountain of gold to capture all those dragons, trolls, spiders, wolves, and other foul creatures in his army. The Raven Knights were created by dark magic. When Leo was forced out of his throne, only Richard survived. The other 3 knights he took and turned them into his dreaded knights, his horsemen of doom. As for the Goblin King and the Wildman leader, Leo most likely forced them into service. His supreme commander he most likely picked out of one of his personal loyal soldiers. Wait a minute. You said when Leo was forced from his throne, so you know what really happened. Yes, I know what Richard did. But then why do you still follow Richard? Wouldn't you think that Leo is your true king? Look at what Leo is now compared to back then. Would you follow him, or would you follow Richard? I don't know. But I think that people have a right to know what's really going on. Who Leo really is. I think only you can make that decision. I think I know what I must do.
Why, Adam, have you asked everyone to gather in the throne room?
Because I've come to tell the truth.
The truth? About what?
About you.
Me? What madness is this?
This war that we're fighting, that we're all fighting, it's being waged by a man who was banished 50 years ago. And I think it's time that we all learn the truth about what really happened. Lucifer, could you please use the crystal ball to show everyone? It is true that at one time Leo did practice dark magic, but it's also true that Leo practiced good as well. He was trying to use them both to benefit the kingdom. He told me this once himself. And Richard used this knowledge to his advantage, and used it to take Leo's crown by force. Father, is this true?
Yes. So what are you saying, Adam? I'm responsible for this war?
Yes and no. I'm saying that the people have a right to know the truth about what you did. And it is true that if you didn't do it, Leo probably wouldn't be doing what he is now. But it's also true that you are now a better man than Leo is at the moment.
What I did was wrong. What I did was foolish. And I can't expect any of you to after what you've just learned, but if you will still follow me and let me be your king, I will be honored.
I will fight for you and Nashvar any day, my king.
You are my father, and I will always stand with you.
And what about you, Adam? Will you continue to fight for me, you and your friends?
Long live the king!